Hi there, my name's Travis and it's a pleasure to be with you again for another super chill, smooth and easy little practice today together. You might like to sit on a folded up towel. So I'm going to be facing in this direction and sitting down on the towel. You may also like to have a block perhaps, if that's what you own at home, or a lovely big sturdy blanket that's rolled up like a burrito or a big sausage, or perhaps if you own it, it's a bolster. It's really up to you whether you own one. Place your props off to one side and let's get started. Bring the soles of the feet to touch out in front of you. The further away they are, the less intense the stretch is, especially if you're a little tight around the thighs and the hips. And the closer the heels are towards your groin, the more intense the stretch is. So take a moment, elevate your hips to the height that you require. So whether it's just the blanket underneath you, whether it's more a bolster or pillow. And start to fold forward. We're dropping straight into the practice today, so I'm giving you a chance just to settle in here for a few moments. Visualize the devices we use to communicate, to work with. So just turn off the desktop, close the laptop, and put away the tablet, and silence the phone. Forget about the school pickup run or the shopping list and the to-do tasks. Allow yourself to settle into your practice and thank yourself for setting aside these few moments in your day, these precious moments in your day. If it feels alright with you, close down your eyes. Let the breath guide you through your body and notice where the areas that are a little resistant or sticky might exist, and give them some compassionate kindness and love and gratitude. Perhaps there's areas in your body that are pulsating with excitement and energy and freedom. And be thankful for those areas. Start to lift your chest and look forward as you bring your hands out wide and close your knees like a book and draw them in. Slide the big toes down your mat away from you and hold the backs of your thighs. A little bit of abdominal warming up here. So core engages, leaning back and using the resistance and the grip of the hands around the underside of your thighs to facilitate a little bit more of a lean back. Allow the big toes to remain on the mat and feel more stable in this position, a modified boat pose. Now from this position, take both your hands around your right thigh and lift the leg up so you can slide the left heel towards your right buttock as though you're half crossing your legs. Continue to hold your right under thigh and point your right toes forward and start to draw circles with the big toe. So moving into the ankle joint here. And then reverse that direction and be okay with the clunkiness, especially if it's a little unusual sounding, certainly is for me. And maybe some accelerated depressors, and then take your foot off the accelerator and a little push and pull, push and pull. Now move up the leg to your knee joint and start to move the knee in a direction that allows it to flow up and down through the lower portion of your leg. And then from here, pause that and just stir into the deep hip socket of your right leg. Really bring the leg out wide, get a big sweeping action, and then reverse that direction as well. And then for a final moment, incorporate all of those and just sort of move your leg in a way that feels nice and wonderful. Because you might like to stay doing that, or if your flexibility allows, you might like to hug the right leg in now, and perhaps even see if you can slide the right pinky toe edge of your leg into the nook of your left elbow, and perhaps your hands hold at the front of the right shin, and you sort of rock the leg from side to side. And we're moving towards our full cross leg. So bring your right leg in front of your left. Shuffle and shift so we sit up nice and proud. And from here, take your right arm directly out in front of you and hook your left arm over the front of it. And draw the arm across to the left. So right arm is long, fingers are spread wide. And left arm draws your right arm in. And from this position, we'll create our eagle arms. So weave the arms and hands together and lift up through the elbows. If you can't manage that or it's not available to you, hold your shoulders. So from this position, let's lift a little more on an inhale breath and then draw the elbows towards our groin, hug in, exhale. So a little cow-cat in a seated position here. And we'll take 3 more. And last 2. And final 1. And as you bow down now, let the arms out and walk them out in front of you and fold forward down your mat. And start to walk your hands back, and that lifts your chest, and we'll twist to the right. So left hand finds our right knee, right hand behind us, lift up and twist around. Let's stay here for a few moments. As you come back to your center, hands behind you so you can lift your chest a little and let your legs slide out wide now. And think of Goldilocks. Not too far, not too close, but just right. So find something that feels really nice for you. Your toes might like to point, or they might like to roll out or roll in. You might like to grab your block out in front of you between your groin. You might even like to grab a bolster or a big pillow. And start to prepare for the fold forward. And I like to prepare by walking my hands back, creating a nice proud chest, puffing the chest forward, and then sweeping myself forward, and then repeating that a couple of times perhaps if it feels nice, getting this like flowy mechanism and that will facilitate a beautiful drape forward now as we fold our way forward. Bring your awareness to the thighs and let the muscles drape off the bones. It's particularly the outer edges of your thighs. time to slowly emerge and peel yourself off of your props if you had some out in front of you. Place them again off to one side, but close at hand so you can reach for them in a moment. And then take the hands to the hollow behind the knees and help bend the knees to slide the legs forward out in front of you. And maybe a bend in your knees, proudness in your chest. We'll lift up on an inhale and fold on the exhale. Feel free to take hold of the feet if that works for you. You might like to hold the ankles or line the shins. Or perhaps a more passive fold here facilitates more change for you. So your choice in your fold. Start to peel yourself up and lift up a little. And again, let's take our hands behind the knees. Help bend the knees and draw the heels closer towards us, and that'll bring the soles of the feet to touch. It's our halfway point. We have made it to the other side. So bound angle pose, how far away your heels are is entirely up to you. You might feel a little more warmed up now, so something like sliding the hands and the forearms underneath the shins might feel nice for some of you. You could even look for your block and place it right near your heels so your forehead can rest down on something. A few more moments, a few more breaths. Taking your time to peel yourself back up and off your blocks and props, placing them off to one side, closing the knees like a book and taking hands to backs of the thighs, Crowd the chest, come onto the big toes and lean back. If there's a little more juice in the tank and you'd like to find the shins parallel with the earth and maybe reach forward, you could do that as well. Options and choices here. 3, 2. Nice work. And last 1. Both hands around the left thigh. Hold that thigh. Lift the leg and slide the right heel to our left buttock. So half cross of our leg with our right leg. There's our big toe of the left foot out in front of us there. Let's draw those circles, and boy oh boy, my left side, it's always so much louder. Snap, crackle and pop like rice bubbles. Round through the different direction. Up and down through the knee joint. And then big stir of the pot. Round and around. Lovely big vegetable dal or a soup we're making there. Thick and juicy. Round the other way. Okay, so you could just make a melange of all of those things and create some sort of movement that feels really good. Or if the availability is there to hug the leg in, do that. Maybe find the nook of your right elbow and rock the leg from side to side. And with that, the freedom in the leg is let go, and we place it in front of our right shin into our comfortable cross-legged seated position, lifting up and taking the left arm out in front of you, crossing it over to the right and hooking the right arm in front. Find that lovely stretch across the back and the front of the shoulder. And then the eagle arms or the shoulder holds, yogi's choice. Lift up, inhale, and then exhale around the spine. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. And an exhale. Big breath in. And big breath out. Last one together. Up. And with the fold, exhale, take the hands out in front of you. I use a little bit of a push-pull here. I come onto my finger pads, I push away from the earth and draw more of my tailbone down on the earth as a process. You kind of want to lean forward more when you don't create that little bit of integrity and effort there. And walk your hands back and lift up. Right hand finds the left knee, left hand to your back body and rotate to the left. Coming back through your center. This time as you lean back, step the feet out wide. Take your props out from underneath you. If you're on a blanket there, just slide that off to one side and do some windscreen wipers with your knees out wide, left and right. Come back to your center with the knees elevated, soles of feet on the mat. I'm going to head to deer pose on our left hip. So lean to your left and swing everything around to the right so that you come onto your left shin, the left outer edge of your left hip, and the right leg is on the inside. You feel the inside of the leg connecting with the mat. Whether this becomes a 90-degree angle setup, something like I've got here, or whether you want to find a shape that feels more appropriate for you, we'll be twisting to the left, and thankfully all of my props are on the left. So I'm going to take my bolster onto my left hip, pointing it away from me, and as I rotate around, start to roll down the bolster and find this lovely stretch here. Forehead might rest down, You might even come onto one ear, looking forward or back, depending on the mobility in your neck. Begin to lift your chest up, and as you lift your chest, move slowly here. Take your right hand up and lower it down to reach for your left ankle. That's the one out in front of you. Draw the heel close in towards your groin, and both hands go over to your right knee and help scoop and lift the leg up so that the foot comes to the outer left thigh. Maneuver the left heel out from underneath your right buttock so you can sit down, perhaps on both buttocks, or perhaps your hip is elevated like mine. Take your left arm out in front of you, hook it around the right shin and start to rotate around to the right. Taking a couple of moments here for a few lovely deep breaths. And then as you come back around, sweep around and do a little bow down to the left side of your room and your mat. And then lift the chest again, both hands behind you, lean back, step the feet wide and start to windscreen wiper side to side. If your props are over on your left hip, let's lift them up and transfer them to the right. I'm actually going to rotate away from you so you can see the setup again in a different orientation. So lean to your right hip and let everything swing around to the left. So now our right shin is out in front of us, parallel with the short edge of our mat, and our left leg runs down the left side of our mat. As we lift our chest, we look for our props on our right hip, slide them in close, and rotate the torso and start to roll down that prop and find that beneficial, juicy, beautiful stretch. And I'll come get you in a few moments. yourself up, coming back up into your seat, twisting your chest forward to look forward. Take your left hand up, reach for the right heel, draw the heel close to your groin, both hands over to the left knee and help lift the leg and step the foot to the right outer thigh. Maneuver the right heel out from underneath the left buttock, right hand up, reach forward, wrap around that left shin and start to rotate around to the left. Rotate around, bow yourself down to the right, and then let's set ourselves up. If you don't own any props, make your way down onto your back in Shavasana. If you did own a few props, like me, perhaps you might like to place your block at the top of your mat, and then lean your bolster on the block so you've created like a ramp for your body to lie down on. Rotate around, bring your buttocks in close towards the base of the bolster, and then start to peel yourself down the bolster. Take your arms out wide. Close down your eyes. Relax the effort in your toes. Rest your awareness in your ankles and let them feel soft. Allow them to fall out or in, whatever feels natural. And let the bones of your legs nestle down into the fleshy tissues of your calves and your thighs. The contents of your pelvic bowl feel heavy and squished up against the buttock muscles and the fleshy tissues of the butt. The lower abdomen is free to bellow breath, lift and lower the belly button. The heart space, the lungs, the vital organs, wrapped up neatly in the cavity of our chest, created by our ribs, safe and sound. Arms are long beside you. Brain rests down into the back of the skull down into the mat or your bolster. The eyes feel like beautiful pools of water, cool and clear. Separate your teeth and lips. Create a face that is not particularly pretty, and no one's watching. Wiggle the fingers, wriggle the toes, roll the wrists and roll the ankles. Big stretch. And super slow, roll off your props into a seat that feels comfortable, whatever you choose, at the top of your mat. Hands at heart, chin to chest, close your eyes. Well done today. I hope you feel nice and warm and energized in the lower limbs and even in your upper body as well. Thumbs to your third eye. Loka Samasta Sukhi Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Greet this wonderful, incredible and amazing version of yourself and the remainder of your day with the Hindi word Namaste. Bye. Thanks for your practice today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and I'll see you again real soon. Remember to subscribe and watch more videos and I'll catch you around. Bye.